Okay, I have here Doc, one of the founder leaders of Team Wingate. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What is your motivation in life?
Simple, man. When you look at, I've been doing this for a long time now, and when I first started working out at this level, or even before I even reached that level, there wasn't that many guys that worked out like that. And now you look at it, you see guys coming in when they're 14 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old. So for me, that becomes the motivation, knowing that there's an actual generation that is attracted to it, you know. And this is so positive. There's not a negative aspect about it, other than the fact that there's ego involved because it is competitive. But that's also kind of dope for for young men growing up, learning how to be competitive with one another in a good way. That's my motivation, being able to create something for the generation that's coming behind us that hopefully they can maybe make a living out of. You know, there's so many different avenues they can go down with this fitness field. And be able to teach them, once they learn those things, be able to teach it to their children and their friends and so on and so forth. It just touches so many different spirits and so many different people. So that's my motivation, is being able to touch that many people, you know, just through what you do. Where else can you see that? You know, it's like music.
So, who are some of your mentors, or who inspires you?
Well, when I first started working out, it was a brother who used to come in here. His name was Justice, and he taught a lot of guys. And that's just funny. You asked that. He taught maybe about 50 guys, and of those 50 guys, maybe 12 reached a certain level. They kept practicing the things that he taught them. And of those 12, maybe 6 taught those things to other people. And then those guys who learned those things taught someone else. So, you know, this is how many people you can touch just by yourself. Just one guy, you know, he might have been the reason behind this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So, he was definitely one of my biggest motivators. Another good friend of mine named John, back when I used to work with New York Sports Club, he was a real strong power lifter. You know, I love watching him train. We're still good friends to this day. And I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, you know, hate him or love him, there's guys out there that can do things that are just inspiring to you as a human being. You know, seeing is believing. So anytime you can see somebody do something that maybe you hadn't thought about or you didn't think possible, it should inspire you, you know what I mean? It should make you feel as though now I know I can do it. So I don't know, man. There's always someone that's motivated. Every day I get motivated by different things. It could be the guy running the Ironman. I saw a video of a guy doing the Ironman with his son, and his son was slightly handicapped. So he ran the whole Ironman with his child in his arms, and that was like one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen. So, you know, we draw inspiration from different things.
Who would you consider like your childhood hero? You have any heroes in your life?
You know, I'll be honest with you. Like, I grew up not in the streets, so to speak, like that. But, you know, with the absence of certain things, you look at guys in your neighborhood. You know, you look at things on television. I was a big Bruce Lee fan, and, Muhammad Ali fan. You know, so I took pieces of people who I admired. I admired the super of my building. I thought he was a great guy. I wanted to be like him. Then there were guys who who weren't the best. You know, maybe a guy who was popular because he stole cars, and, you know, things like that. I would want to be like that because I felt like he was, you know, well respected in the neighborhood. I wanted to get that respect too. You know, I don't know. I had a lot. My father was an influence on my life too, in a positive way. But I take those things into account, and that's another reason why I think it's important for us to make sure we set a really good example for people who we may not even be realizing or watching, you know?
Now, if you had to describe yourself in one word, what word would that be?
Influential?
That's good, that's good.
I would hope anyway.
What about, what's the vision for Wingate? You know, why do you love this place so much? Is it
Wingate has an energy that I've never felt anywhere else. Team Wingate is a brand now, but it's such a positive energy. What brand do you know of that doesn't sell you anything? We haven't sold anybody. We don't sell T-shirts. We don't sell DVDs. We don't sell wristbands. We haven't sold anybody anything. Everything has been for free. We just love what we do. When there's a competition, we pay to get in these competitions. You know what I'm saying? We're here to compete, and we're here to inspire. We're here to keep learning, keep growing. We realize there's absolutely no limit. And people won't realize it themselves until we show them what we can do. Once you show someone what you can do, then maybe they'll realize that they can do it. So, you know, that's what Team Wingate is about at this point. You know, just being able to show guys the tools that they need to better themselves in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and being able to teach those things that they learn to other people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you? I see the bond between you and D-Real. Like, there's a special energy, a special link I see. Like, what do you see for D-Real?
Let me tell you, man. D-Real came to the park when he was 16 years old, man. He's, I think, 22 now. And he wasn't antisocial. He was just like the average 16-year-old kid who was trying to find himself and, you know, wanted to express himself in a certain kind of way. And, you know, myself, a good friend of mine, Flo, you know, we started to take a liking to him as, like, yo, come on, we're gonna show you this, show you that. And it took him a while, but he became one of those guys who, you know, those young people, I should say, who just would never quit. He practiced on his own. Everything you show him, he would do. If we worked out for 10 hours and he couldn't do the things we'd do, it wouldn't matter. He would still be there for 10 hours, you know, and it fills my heart with pride to see him reach the level he's reached, you know what I'm saying? I'll never sit back and take the credit for what he's become, but I'm just so proud to be a part of his journey into manhood, and now he's becoming an inspiration for, I don't know, I can't even tell you how many people, you know. He's one of the best athletes in the game, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And, to be honest, and it's funny, his older brother and I were in school together from first grade. Wow. You know? So that just gives you a little backstory.
Also, I wanted to mention...
We family, by the way. That's how I look at it, we family.
I also wanted to mention, I mean, there's a lot of clips of you guys on YouTube doing these miraculous scenes that look straight out of a comic book, but not too many people know how much work you guys put in. You know, can you like just explain, go a little bit detail, like the effort, you know, the work that goes in behind the scenes?
Hours and hours of training, and you don't want to do it. It doesn't matter. There's a trick to it. There's a thing. Like, your mind is one thing, and sometimes you have to tell yourself you're gonna do certain things, even when you really don't want to. And that's when you get the benefits. So hours and hours of training, man. You know, just being willing to take on any challenge, man, and just being able to continue to play a student no matter how good you get. You know, that's what we're about. And to be honest with you, we love not showing everything that we do. You know, it's cool to go to a competition and put out a video and these things. Those are the things you see, but the things that you don't see are what counts. Wingate is always here, so you guys can come down and see for yourselves what it is that we're about. But it's important, in my opinion, to not showcase everything that we're doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But trust me, it's a lot of dedication. I think the key to anything in life is time and energy. The amount of time and energy you put into whatever you want is the formula to acquiring it. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Do you see Team Wingate as just like another Cal City team? Like you have some, like you know, Ball Masters and Ball Stars and Giants and Hannibal for King. You know, is Team Wingate just another Cal City team?
I guess time will tell. Well, I mean, at this point, we're trying to really create something wonderful for the guys that are watching us. So I guess time will tell where we get placed. There's no point in us saying who we are, proclaiming that ourselves. You know, I think what you do declares where you get placed in the category amongst your peers and your competitors and so on and so forth. But we're definitely about competition. We love to compete. We love to inspire. And being a I think for myself and a few other guys, being one of the guys that were there during the pioneer stages of the culture, I think Team Wingate, it does hold a place in a lot of guys' heart, you know, because they know, if you've been watching from day one, then you know that this park has been in the videos for a very, very long time, and it's important for us to carry on that tradition, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Well, you heard it from Doc. It's been a pleasure, bro. All right.